Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most unsettling encounters ever captured on camera. What starts off as a routine videography job spirals into a psychological nightmare filled with manipulation, deception, and fear. This is the story of Joseph and Aaron, where trust becomes deadly, and nothing is as it seems. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Aaron is a freelance videographer, just looking to make a living. He's been hired by a man named Joseph to film for 8 hours, a seemingly straightforward job. But things feel off from the moment he arrives at Joseph's house, a remote home, nestled deep in the wilderness, far from the eyes of anyone who could help if things went wrong. As Aaron pulls up, he spots something strange right away: an axe lying on the ground in the yard, almost carelessly discarded, as though waiting to be used. Aaron glances at the axe for a moment, probably wondering if it's a warning or just a coincidence, but then shrugs it off. He knocks on the door. No answer. So, he waits in his car. The uneasiness grows. The isolation of the woods, the eerie quiet, it all starts to creep in. Then, out of nowhere, Joseph appears. His energy is overwhelming. He greets Aaron with an unexpected hug, instantly breaking personal boundaries and setting the tone for what's about to be a strange and uncomfortable day. Joseph, ever the fast talker, invites Aaron inside, explaining that he hired him for something deeply personal. Joseph tells Aaron that he has an inoperable brain tumor and that he wants to leave something behind for his unborn son, a video, so his son can know who his father was. It's an emotional plea, one that would tug at anyone's heartstrings. And Aaron, despite his growing discomfort, agrees to help. After all, who wouldn't want to help a dying man leave a legacy for his child? But things start to get weird, fast. Joseph leads Aaron to the upstairs bathroom, where he begins running a bath. Aaron, camera in hand, watches in confusion as Joseph undresses. Joseph insists that this moment, what he calls tubby time, is important. He wants to show his future son what it's like to bond during bath time. But it's bizarre, there's an undercurrent of something darker here, something unsettling. As Joseph sits in the bath, miming the act of giving a child a bath, his mood shifts dramatically. His sadness takes over, and he asks Aaron, "Do you think I should just end it all?" Before slipping beneath the water. Aaron watches, unsure if this is real or just another of Joseph's strange antics. Suddenly, Joseph jumps up out of the water, laughing, calling it a joke. At this point, it's clear that Joseph isn't just eccentric, he's unpredictable. And dangerous. Joseph proposes they go for a hike, and despite the growing tension, Aaron agrees. He heads to the closet to grab something warm and is confronted with a truly terrifying sight: a wolf mask. Joseph immediately puts the mask on and begins singing an eerie song, explaining that the mask, named Peach Fuzz, was something his father wore, supposedly as a joke. It's hard to tell if Joseph is serious or if he's playing some strange mind game. But the longer Aaron stays, the more this strange, unpredictable behavior becomes the norm. They get into Joseph's car, heading for a hiking trail Joseph claims leads to a spring with supposed healing powers. But once again, Joseph's erratic behavior surfaces as they hike through the woods. He darts away, popping up to scare Aaron, laughing maniacally. He admits he doesn't even know where they're going, making it clear he's enjoying making Aaron uncomfortable. By the time they find the spring, a heart-shaped pool, Aaron's patience is wearing thin, but Joseph insists on another hug before they leave. After the hike, Joseph suggests they grab pancakes at a diner. But here's the thing: even though Joseph claims it's his favorite place, he then pretends not to know the menu, insisting it's changed. The weirdness is ramping up, and Joseph's next confession takes things to a whole new level. He asks Aaron how he felt when he saw the axe in the yard. Joseph presses him, asking if Aaron thought he was going to kill him with it. Aaron nervously laughs, brushing it off, but Joseph keeps pushing, making it clear that there's something much darker going on in his mind. When they return to the house, it's nightfall. Aaron, now clearly uncomfortable, tells Joseph he's ready to leave. But Joseph, once again, convinces him to stay just a little longer. They drink whiskey, but Aaron is growing more suspicious by the second. Then comes the darkest moment yet. Joseph asks Aaron if he can share a confession, something he's never told anyone before. Aaron, still filming, listens as Joseph drops a bombshell. He claims to have raped his wife while wearing the peach fuzz mask. He describes how he tricked her, pretending to leave the house, only to come back in disguise and assault her. Aaron is horrified. He tries to leave, but his keys are missing. Joseph insists Aaron stay the night since he's had too much to drink. Aaron, desperate and unnerved, slips Benadryl into Joseph's drink to knock him out. While Joseph is asleep, Aaron goes through his pockets to find his keys. But then, Joseph's phone rings. It's his real wife. Aaron answers, explaining the situation, only to be told that Joseph is mentally unstable, and that the house isn't even his. The woman on the other end tells Aaron to leave immediately, warning him that Joseph is dangerous. Aaron panics. Joseph has been lying this entire time. This isn't his wife, it's his sister. Aaron tries to escape, but Joseph, now wearing the peach fuzz mask, is waiting by the front door. He's growling and gyrating in a way that's both absurd and terrifying. Aaron, completely shaken, tells Joseph he's afraid. But instead of letting him leave, Joseph charges at him, and the camera goes black. Aaron survives, but his nightmare is far from over. Days later, he receives a box in the mail. Inside is another DVD, along with a stuffed wolf and a knife. The DVD shows Joseph making a confession of love, apologizing for everything, but also hinting at something more sinister. When Aaron cuts open the stuffed wolf, he finds a heart-shaped locket inside, containing pictures of Joseph and himself. Joseph's twisted obsession with Aaron has taken a new form. The message is clear: Aaron can't escape. Aaron calls the police, but without Joseph's real name or address, there's little they can do. Frustrated and afraid, Aaron tries to move on. But the nightmares continue, and Joseph's presence lingers. Then, another DVD arrives. This time, Joseph begs Aaron to meet him in a public park for closure. Against his better judgment, Aaron agrees. He films himself sitting on a bench at the park, nervously stating that he has 911 on speed dial. Joseph approaches from behind, wearing the peach fuzz mask. As Aaron looks out at the lake, Joseph pulls an axe from under his coat, and without a sound, buries it in Aaron's skull. In the final moments, Joseph turns the camera on himself. He confesses that despite all the lies, he knew Aaron was a good person, a trusting, kind person. And that's why Aaron is his favorite victim. Joseph then adds Aaron's video to a collection of DVDs, revealing that Aaron wasn't his first victim, and won't be his last. Joseph casually calls another videographer, setting up his next appointment, and the cycle begins again. What started as a simple freelance job turned into a twisted